Hello Earth signs, this is Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. This is the weekly reading for Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So what we're going to be looking into today is relationships, career, or inspiration, goals, as well as we're going to be pulling a card from the universe. All the timelines for each sign are going to be below in the description box, as well as my Facebook, Instagram, website for those seeking a personal reading. I also have all of the links to the cards that I'm using down below as well. And please remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. So we're going to start off with Capricorn. And we're going to be looking into relationships, career, spirit, and then some clarification cards, and I can't shuffle, clarifying cards, and then we're going to be getting a message from the universe for you today. All right. So Capricorn. Oh, I'm really having trouble. Okay, let's start this again. Try it one more time. Okay. One more shuffle. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. And that Queen of Pentacles. I actually really like this energy so far. I'm going to be looking into career. So we've got the Empress, that Four of Swords, and the Strength. Spirit, Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and that Queen of Wands. So, okay, Capricorn, what I'm getting here is I feel in general you guys are in a fairly good place, okay? Like, whether you're with somebody or not with somebody, I'm really feeling here that there is this ultimate sense of, I feel like for some of you this week, you may be going through some of your old battles, okay? And this might be, you know, old internal things that may have come up, but I feel like these are things that you need to release at this current time. I feel like these are things like this might be just some strong energy that does bring this sense of sadness, but I feel overall, now, if you're in, I feel like for those of you that are in a committed relationship, I really feel this sense of renewal. I feel like this letting go of things that, this sense of sadness, this sense of, you know, things that sort of bring you into a place of maybe possibly even looking at the past, are really going to rejuvenate your current relationship. I feel with this Queen of Pentacles, this Ace of Cups coming in, not only are you feeling stronger within yourself, but you're feeling a stronger sense towards your partner, is what I'm getting. Now, for those of you that are seeking a relationship and may possibly have somebody in mind, I'm getting that same sense. I feel that in order to achieve this relationship that you're looking for, this ultimate sense of this Ace of Cups, where you're feeling this unconditional love towards yourself and somebody else, or wishing that they have that feeling of unconditional love towards you. I do feel that this week is going to be that allowing the energies of things that have held you back or are holding you back to escape or to release and to clear this week is what I'm getting. So with this Queen of Pentacles, you know, this is a very strong, confident person, okay? And I do feel that through this, like this is somebody who, she kind of reminds me of that Nine of Pentacles energy, where she doesn't need the love, she doesn't need somebody, but she would like somebody. She would like to have somebody in her life that does, you know, have that unconditional love towards them. I do feel that that unconditional love might even be towards yourself in some aspect, but it is also doing this releasing this week, okay? You may be going through, you know, as this week progresses, there may be moments or times where you just feel like this despair, this old looking back at the past and feeling this sadness coming through. But again, I feel like this is absolutely necessary in order to achieve that next level of contentment within yourself and possibly with a partner. So looking into careers or careers, inspiration, goals, what I'm getting here, again, you know, this strength card is coming through. I feel like this could also, you know, be towards relationships in some way. This could be coworkers, family, whatever it is. But I do feel that within your career, you're also getting this sense of it's time to take care of yourself. I feel like for some of you, especially for those that may be returning to work, you may have been on this place of like a sabbatical of some sort, you know, and that very well could be with that quarantine. You could also be a healer of some sort, and you may be needing that time to yourself in order to gather the strength. What I'm getting here is this week is going to be a place where it is going to be a time of nurturing yourself, is what I'm getting in some aspect. So even if you're super busy, even if you're super, you know, overwhelmed, I feel like it's going to be necessary to really find that bit of time for yourself in order to gather your strength, is what I'm getting. It's time to nurture yourself. It may be time to nurture even possibly those around you that need that encouragement and that energy, that aura that you can kind of give to them in order to help them rebuild their strength. But I am feeling that for the most part, this does have to do with you. And, you know, with that Five of Cups energy coming through, even into this goals and aspirations, careers, you know, section here, what I'm getting here is that through this process of this Four of Swords, it might even be feeling that you're in a place of needing that time to yourself. Okay, it might be bringing about tears. It might be bringing about you know, some sort of anxiety or stress of all of the work that you've been doing. You might be feeling like you're not sure if things are going to settle down for you. It also could be in a place of wondering what the next, you know, little while is going to bring to you, and that could be bringing some stress and anxiety as well. So I'm really getting that this week needs to be a time of gathering your own strength, your own, taking that time to yourself, whether this is just even a few minutes a day, go for a walk, you know, spend some time outside, nurture yourself, nurture your own inner being. This week is what I'm really getting. So we're looking into spirit. So again, I feel like you are wanting or trying to be this Queen of Wands energy. And this Queen of Wands, she is very dynamic. She's, you know, she's very passionate. She's very, you know, she can be very sexual. She can be very, she basically relies upon herself, you know. And it's interesting that we've got, you know, these very strong energies that are coming in here, this Empress, this Queen of Wands, and this Queen of Pentacles. These are all very strong, dynamic individuals. All right. I'm also getting here that through this process, it may bring you into a place where you are feeling temporarily this Five of Cups energy, this sadness, this depression, even this stress or anxiety. But what I'm getting here is that as you keep moving forward, it's sort of like, it's like saying to yourself, look, I know who I want to be. I know what I want to achieve. So I know that I have to go through this process in order to achieve this right here. And this is where that Seven of Pentacles can come in. You may be feeling a little bit defeated. Maybe you put, you know, some work or effort into whether it's a career, job, or, you know, or a relationship of some sort. But it is saying that you have planted those seeds. Allow it to nurture, okay? And nurturing yourself will help water this energy to move forward. Okay, it will help it to grow. It will help it to cultivate and create what it is that you're trying to create. It is saying here with this Knight of Swords, I feel like this is charging forward, like allowing yourself, even though you might be taking time for yourself, it's also saying allow yourself to move forward. Don't get stuck into this Five of Cups energy. I feel like gather yourself up, take the time you need, nourish yourself how it is that you need to nourish yourself. Really allow these energies to dissipate, these negative energies, okay? Allow the positive energies to come in order to help you to move forward, to charge forward into what it is that you're trying to achieve. and thereby reaching this Queen of Wands energy that's coming through. So we're going to get some clarifying cards in regards to this. We're going to get clarifying cards looking into relationships this time. I really like this energy, actually, to be honest. I do feel there might be a little bit of a struggle. I do feel, you know, with that Five of Cups, like there might be moments where you think that you're accomplishing something and then maybe something will hit you and it kind of makes you feel down. But what I'm really getting is that even if that happens, those are just energies that need to be released. They're coming to the surface for a reason, okay? And what you have to do is look at the energy objectively and allow it. You know, do some forgiving, whether it's towards yourself or someone else. But I do feel that this time, this nurturing, allow yourself to, you know, do your own forgiving and really taking care of yourself this week is going to rejuvenate your energy moving forward. So into relationships, we've got that Eight of Wands, we've got the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. You know, we've just about all got all the queens right here. Okay, so what this is telling me is through this process of really looking into this Four Swords energy and really taking that time, what it does is it really also it brings about a sense of balance as to what it is that you're looking for. I feel like for some of you as well, this, you know, the Queen of Cups can be about inner knowing. Okay, this can be a very psychic card. So you already know what it is that you're trying to achieve. You know what it is that you have to do. Some of you may have been resisting it, which is forcing you to go into this Four Swords energy. All right. Sometimes, you know, we tend to ignore what keeps coming up. We push it down, you know, and then it brings about this feeling of like just sadness or depression, or it can bring about that anxiety and stress and, you know, other things that just sort of keep us in this place of not cultivating our own garden is what I'm getting here. I feel like for some of you, you've been really, you might have been really busy. I've got this Eight of Wands energy. I feel like things are, I feel like through this allowing, clearing, and releasing, and you know that you've had to do this, it is going to bring about that joy that you are seeking. I feel like maybe some of you might have even tried to create some of this energy of being busy or, you know, not taking care of yourselves. Now, that doesn't mean that you're purposely trying to hurt yourself in any way. I don't mean it like that. But what I am getting is that you, in order to avoid really looking into yourself, you may have been trying to preoccupy yourself with other things. But it is saying now it is time to take that step and really embrace nurturing yourself, taking that time to renew your own inner self, your own inner being. Okay, so we're going to take a look into going to get some clarifying cards for career, goals, inspirations. I really this energy is very, very strong. It's sort of taking aspects of all of these queens, and you know, it's like taking an aspect here, taking that nurturing and that loving feeling that we get from that Queen of Pentacles, that strong sense of confidence. We're getting that Queen of Wands energy, who's passionate and again confident, but you know, has this desire, knowing where it is that she wants to go and having that strength within herself to do so. We've got this Queen of Cups, who her inner knowing and her inner sense of self is becoming so strong. You're taking all of these aspects and you're building this incredible, strong individual, this strength, you know, this Empress coming through. This is somebody who's, you know, not only nurturing to themselves, but also others, but they have this sense and dynamic sense of balance is what I'm getting. So we've got that Eight of Cups, we've got that Nine of Cups, and we have the The Hangman. So again, you know, taking that time. It's not just about taking that time to yourself. It's about really taking that time and going into yourself. Again, I feel like this is just, it's just confirming what I had said about, you know, really looking in. There's a difference between taking time to ourselves and, you know, sitting on the couch and binge watching Netflix, as it is to really taking time to ourselves and really allowing these feelings that might be holding us back to clear out and release. Okay, that Eight of Cups is letting things go. Letting things go that aren't necessary for you at this time in order to achieve, again, that place of happiness. This is really just confirming achieving that place of happiness, that Nine of Cups energy, which is wish fulfillment, seeing what it is that you want to manifest and actually creating it through this process. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I also feel too, yeah, you know, there's going to be areas that might be difficult, that you might have to gather that strength in order to push past, you know, some memories or blocks or barriers or whatever it is that's coming through. But you know, hey, there's nothing wrong with sitting on the couch and watching Netflix, but at the same time, I feel like in order to really achieve what you're trying to achieve, you need to do that inner contemplation as well. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifying cards for Spirit. Okay, we've got that, yeah, Nine of Swords. Huh, that Two of Cups. And that Fool. So again, whatever is holding you back, whatever is putting you into this place of that stress, anxiety, this Five of Cups energy, you know, you might even be experiencing, you know, trouble sleeping, trouble eating. It might even be, you know, sometimes it even comes down to feelings of just, oh, is this ever going to clear? But Nine of Swords is not external. It is internal. It is an internal feeling of all of these, you know, negative thoughts that come into our mind. And what it's really saying is, again, go into that place of contemplation. Really allow it to release and clear this upcoming week. This Fool card is really saying here too, you know, take a chance. Have some faith. Have some faith that your dreams of what it is that you're aspiring to achieve, you know, what you're trying to manifest, allow it to happen. Stop getting into this negative energy. And I feel like this negative energy is coming up exactly for that reason, in order for you to clear it. I do feel, you know, for those of you seeking a relationship, this Two of Cups energy is coming through. In order to achieve this, you really need to go through a lot of this process as well. Sometimes we look at things, you know, and we wonder, are we ever going to achieve this? Now, the Two of Cups doesn't need to be romantic relationships. It can be, you know, external or other relationships. It can be, again, career goals. It's basically whatever it is that we love. It's bringing that ultimate love to some sort of aspect, okay? But in order to do that, we have to do this releasing. I do feel that for those in a committed relationship, this also could be a renewal of that relationship on some level, okay? Whether the two of you are finding joy within each other again, whether you're finding different characteristics or aspects of that person that you're truly enjoying and loving. For some of you, you may have, you know, especially if you were, let's say, stuck in quarantine together and you weren't in this place of, oh, you know, like he's really driving me crazy or she's really doing this or whatever it is. I feel like releasing all of those things that were, you know, taking you to the level of this isn't working might be a time to, again, you know, really look at them and release them in order to rejuvenate that relationship. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull a card from the universe. Now, this card could This can be a message from your guides. It can be a message from your angels. It could be a message from your higher self. And sometimes it's just a message of confirmation, okay? It's something, you know, to focus on for the week ahead, or a message in regards to the week ahead. All right. I feel like this week, by the end of this week, you know, or at the very least, you might be going through this week, going through all of those energies this week, and, you know, allowing all of this to release. But I feel like this strength, this superior strength that just comes through this process in order to reach those manifesting desires that you're striving for. I feel like this one. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and our divine spirit. See, I love this. This is so confirming of what it is that we just talked about. I feel like you guys know. You know that you need to go through this process. It also says to really follow your intuition, okay? Stay connected to your higher self. Stay connected to spirit. Have faith that you're being guided toward those levels of not only achieving what you're trying to manifest, but those levels within yourself where you're reaching, you know, what it is that you desire. And that Queen of Cups had come in, you know, which does talk about that inner knowing, that inner being. And I feel that you are being guided at this time to release what it is needed to be released, and to allow what it is that you need to allow. So I truly love this, Capricorn. I hope that that has helped. We're going to move to Virgo. And we're looking into relationships, career inspiration, goals, and also spirit. This is for Virgo for June 14th to the 21st. Okay, so for relationships, we have that Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups. For career, we have that Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. For spirit, we have the World, or the Sun, Two of Pentacles, and King of Swords. I love this. Okay, so what I'm getting here is for relationships. Here's the thing, Virgo. I feel like things are happening for you. I do feel, for those of you, let's start off with those in a committed relationship. I do feel that it has been work for some of you, okay? It has been work to achieve what it is that you achieved. You've had to let go of a lot of things, and you're starting to recognize that. You're also starting to recognize that this relationship, that you might feel this sense of looking at your partner. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you were really drawn together for a reason, and you're starting to recognize that this week. I feel like for those of you that are single and wanting a relationship, or you're hoping to, you might even, might know somebody that it is that you're trying to achieve this level with, or that, maybe you're seeking a relationship. I do feel what it's telling you here is that Knight of Pentacles. You are making progress with what it is that you are doing, even though you might not be seeing the outcome at this point. I'm getting that for some of you, there is still a sense that you do need to do some inner work. And again, leave behind some of the things that you may have been holding on to, or things that have prevented you from moving forward. But I am really getting here, I feel like somebody coming forward is what I keep getting. I feel in some sense or some manner there might be somebody that makes an appearance within, they might not show up this week, but I feel like a lot of the work that you have done internally, or that the work that you're about to do internally, is really making that difference in drawing in this partner that you've been waiting for. And I feel like for some of you, this partner has been doing the work that they've needed inside of them in order to come to you. Okay, we're looking into career now. So we've got that Nine of Cups, we've got the Page of Wands, and this Ten of Swords energy. So this is like career aspirations, goals, that sort of thing. What I'm getting, this Ten of Swords and this Page of Wands with the Nine of Cups. So what I'm really picking up here, Virgo, I just want to feel the energy of what it is that is coming through, because I'm feeling a little bit, I feel like some of you gave up on some of your goals, or you let them go. So take that as it resonates, okay? But in that process, you might have actually come up with some sort of other idea. Or now again, this, if you're in a career or job already and you're not really looking to leave it, that's okay. But I feel like there's some sort of renewed passion. This even could be something external outside of your career. Maybe you're picking up a new hobby. Maybe you discovered something. Maybe you've been, you found something that looks like it's really exciting and you want to try it. But I feel like for some of you, you're thinking or rethinking about a job, or you're thinking about or rethinking about a career or something that you're just done with, okay? I feel a little bit of dissatisfaction, and even this coming in through like that Eight of Cups. I feel like for some of you, and this is the energy that had me confused, it's almost like you found your higher purpose, or you're about to find your higher purpose, or you're seeking that higher purpose. Like, you're not just looking for a job or a career. You're actually seeking that higher purpose for yourself, within yourself, is what I'm getting. I do. I feel it almost feels like, especially with this Queen of Cups, like you're diving into yourself and you're going, what is it that is going to bring me passion, and what am I going to feel passionate about? What is it that I want to do for my future? What is it that I can see myself? What path can I see myself on going further ahead? I love this. I really love this. I feel like for some of you, relationships even might not even be important at this time. Like, you understand the fact that that relationship will come forward when it's ready to come forward. It's on that path of progress towards you. But right now, for some of you, you might be more focused in on that higher purpose for your soul. This is what I'm getting. Looking into spirit with that Sun and that Two of it. So I feel like for some of you, your mind might be really busy. Okay, we've got that Two of Pentacles. Maybe you're really, weighing a bunch of options. You might even be really super busy in your job or career at this moment. But it is really saying here that I'm kind of getting a sense that you don't need to juggle as much as you might be thinking that you need to juggle. And this includes within yourself and in your own mind. Okay, I feel that it's time now to really allow spirit to come through and talk to you. This King of Swords is coming through. I feel like when I see this King of Swords at times, he can sometimes for me mean like a sense of spirituality coming through for somebody, a sense of knowing what it is that they want, and instead of being scared and looking at it in an emotional way and having fear, that King of Swords looks at it and he knows what he needs to do to create this happiness, to create the sun energy, this happiness rising above any challenges in a place of objectivity. Like, he doesn't look at it and sit there and go, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can achieve this. You know, he doesn't get emotional about it. He just goes, this is my goal. Bang. This is what I want to achieve. And this is what I feel. This is what I'm feeling for you, Virgos. It feels like you're letting go. This Ten of Swords, you're done with this energy of not knowing where it is your next move is. Like, you're looking at this and going, oh no, I want to be this. I want to be this person. This is what I want to be, you know, when I grow up or whatever. But you're looking for that divine purpose now. And you're ready to tackle it. You're ready to go ahead and achieve it. I love this. So let's get some clarifying cards, some clarifying energy in regards to this reading. It just feels like it's like a calm energy is what I'm getting. Okay, like that Queen of Cups, it's like a calm energy, that Knight of Pentacles energy. It's calm, you know what's happening, you know you have to get into the groove of it in order to allow it to flow through. You're leaving stuff behind. You're done with past behaviors, is what I'm really getting. This Ten of Swords and this Eight of Cups energy, you're done with past behaviors. You're done with past negative thinking. You're taking that, you're taking charge of things with that King of Swords energy. You're ready to move ahead. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. We're going to clarify. Four of Pentacles. We've got that Hangman, yeah. And that Four of Wands, yeah. I feel like for some of you, like with relationships, you know that relationship is going to happen. You know it's coming towards you. Or you know that the person that you're with is, you know, making you content, or that you can change the way, I mean, for some of you, you know, obviously it's not going to resonate with everyone. You know, maybe some of you have to leave something in order to renew, or to, you know, build an energy of contentment with somebody else. But at the same degree, you know it's happening. You're not in a place of like panic. You're not in a place of worry or negativity. You're not sitting there, poor woe is me. I just feel like you're taking charge. You're actually like, you know, setting yourself for the future. That's what I keep getting, that Hangman. You know, it's really like you've done a lot of that inner work, or you're about to do that inner work in order to seek this ultimate contentment. I love this. I really, really love that. So we're going to clarify career goals, inspirations, achievements. I want to take a look at that. I don't know, it's like such a, it's an energy of being like stable within yourself. This is what I keep getting. It's an energy of being stable within yourself. Queen of Swords coming through. It's interesting because we got this Queen and this King coming. And we've got that Knight of Swords. So what I'm really getting here, like, first of all, when I look at this Queen and King of Swords, I always think of a power couple. They're very strong together. They're very, they don't get stuck in this pattern of emotional crap with each other. They don't need to play games. They don't need to, you know, put on the poor woe's me. They don't need to, you know, they don't go into like victim consciousness type of mentality. They're very strong. They've, you know, they speak clearly with each other. They understand each other. They do what they need to do. They don't need to cling to each other. They like their independence with each other, you know. And I feel like this, to some degree, or, you know, what some of you may be striving for is that. What I am getting here with this Devil and this Knight of Swords, I feel like you're cutting out, again, any negative or behavior that is not necessary. And this could be from other people too. It could be within yourself. It could be other, you know, people around you. But you're just like, you're setting your foot down. I feel like with that Knight of Swords, you're ready to charge forward. And if this type of devil energy, you know, this energy that feels like it's binding and constricting and, you know, negative, or bringing you into a place of dependence, you're just going, done. done. You're done. Done with that energy. You're moving forward. You are moving forward, and I feel like this week is really going to be your week where you go, wow. Like, this is a huge internal change for you, is what I'm getting, Virgo. I feel like you need to allow that energy to come. Don't get too busy in your head, because being in your head is going to, you know, to some degree hold you back. Just allow it to come. It's not going to be an overnight thing, you know, but you also know that. You recognize that, and you know that that energy is coming through. This energy of pure accomplishment for yourself is coming through. You just have to be patient. That's what I keep getting. So we're going to clarify spirit. Yeah, 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So what spirit again is saying here, don't get caught into this 7 of Pentacles or this 2 of Pentacles energy where it's busy inside of your mind. Okay. This 3 of Swords, again, letting, you know, cutting out that need for hanging on to old heartbreak or old things that didn't come to light. I feel like for some of you, you were in this energy, this 7 of Cups energy, where you weren't 100% sure of what it was that you wanted. So you were sort of picking and choosing and, you know, maybe making decisions that, you know, maybe weren't the best for you or weren't healthy for you. And this could include people or other things. Maybe, you know, it's just, it's almost like a desperation of picking because you're not 100% sure what you want. So you're just kind of going, well, this looks good. I'll just grab that off the shelf for now, you know. But it really did lead to some sort of sense of like a heartbreak or disappointment is what I'm getting. Okay. And so, you know, through this 4 of Cups or this 4 of Swords energy, again, you know, it's really going into yourself. Really figuring out what it is that you want and how to achieve it. I feel like there's a lot of manifestation that's about to be created over the next little while. Okay, once you actually set that goal and once you actually release, you know, you know, especially this 3 of Swords type of energy, once you release that devil energy, because I do feel that sometimes if you're not seeing your things become like what it is that you're trying to manifest, if you don't see it being accomplished, you go back into the cycle of that devil energy, you know, and that, like, this 2 of Cups playing around in your head back and forth, or that 2 of Pentacles, I mean, back and forth, like it, you know, it's just keeping your mind busy. But I do feel like it's time to just allow it to release, you know, actually really cut it out and actually release it. Let it go. It is done. And that's what I keep getting, in order to bring yourself to this place of rising above, you know, things that have held you back in the past. This 9 of Cups energy of having that wish fulfillment and seeing what it is, actually truly being able to see and manifest what it is that you want to create. I feel like this is going to be a really powerful week for some of you. I feel like it's going to be this week where it's almost like you see and know your desires. You come to a place where you're actually envisioning them and going, holy, okay, this is my next move. This is where I need to go. I love that energy. So this is going to be a message from the universe. This could be a clarifying card. It could be a message or a message from, you know, your guides or angels. It could be from your higher self. It might be just something that the universe wants you to know and what to focus on for this upcoming week. Oops. I feel like this one right away. Light. Imagine yourself being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Yeah, you know, again, going back into that energy that you no longer need. I love this. You know, instead of staying in that negative devil type of energy, you know, that we were that 10 of Swords, you know, that devil energy, that 3 of Swords negative type of energy. Remember who you are. Remember what it is that you're trying to manifest. Remember who it is that you want to be. Allow these energies of relationships, the relationship that you want, the goal or the desire that you're trying to achieve. Allow it to come in this week. And it is saying, you know, remember that you are a powerful being. You are not who it is that either other people try to make you to be, but you're also, even if you're not seeing sometimes that fruition coming to light, that what it is you're trying to create, if you're not seeing it being brought out, sometimes it's just a matter of time. And you have to remember that you are that powerful being, and you can create who it is that you want to create. And also remember, especially if you're trying to bring about a relationship, remember that you're powerful in order for people to be attracted to your brilliance. Okay? When we're shining from within, it allows other people to see that vibrancy, and it allows them to come forward. All right? So I truly hope that that has helped, Virgo. Our next one is Taurus. So we're going to be looking into relationships, career, spirit. For Taurus, career can be inspiration, goals, and achievements. All right. And this is going to be for Taurus for June 14th to the 21st. One more. Relationships, we get strength. We get the 4 of Cups, and we get that 2 of Swords. For career, aspirations, goals, we get the World, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, for spirit, we get the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. I love that. And the Page of Pentacles. Look at so many pentacles. You gotta love that. So now we are going to do some clarifying cards, but I want to start in here. So Taurus, what I'm getting here is sometimes your relationships haven't always gone the way that it is that you've wanted them to go. I do feel now, remember, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel that for those of you in a committed relationship, you know, to be honest, I'm not even sure if this is really applying to you. So I'm going to put it in a general sense, but I feel like this is more for singles or people seeking a relationship. Now, again, it may resonate with you, you know, if you are in a committed relationship, so just take it as it is. But I'm getting here that your blindfold's starting to come off. You're starting to see things as they are, as opposed to how it is that you think you want them to be. Okay, or ideas that you have put into your own head about how things actually are. I feel that in the past, if things haven't been exactly the way that you've wanted them to be, or maybe, you know, there may have been a sense of loss of self-esteem, you haven't allowed some certain relationships to come through, and it almost feels like you were either in a place of feeling, I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if they are good enough. Just being honest, okay? But it feels like relationships were trying to come through at some point, but it feels like there was a bit of blinders on, you know, in the past. And I feel like this week is going to be a different week where you're actually starting to remove these blindfolds. You're actually starting to see what it is that you want in the future and for the future as far as relationships go. Now, you might actually be in a relationship and somebody, and again, now this might be for committed people. You might be in a relationship where somebody is trying to give you that cup of love, or they're trying to show how much they appreciate you, Or you might be showing somebody else how much you appreciate them, but they seem to be, turning their back towards it. Now, again, that could be you, it could be them. This could be, having to do with singles as well. I feel like somebody is trying to give you, say to you, look I'm here. Now they're not going to use the actual words. This could be in actions or it could be energy, but you're not in that place. It feels like you're kind of turning your back. And it's saying that this week, and I don't feel that you're turning your back, not because there's not attraction. I feel like there's an attraction there. But I'm getting that, there's some sort of sense of loss of self-worth or self-esteem or, for some of you, maybe it is a loss of attraction, but then, really we wouldn't be reading on this, right? But I do feel that for some of you, it's time to take those blinders off and really look and recognize your own self-worth in order. And sometimes that does take that strength, but I feel like you need to take those blinders off in order to receive that cup of love that is trying to come towards you. That's what I keep getting. So now looking into career, inspirations, goals, I feel like for some of you, some of you aren't going to like this, what I have to say. And that's okay. I'm just being honest. I feel like some of you have a goal. Okay? You know how it is, you know what it is that you want to achieve. You have an idea in your mind. You have an inspiration of what it is that, of where you see yourself going. Here's the problem though, and this is where some of you might not like this. I feel like for some of you, you might be ignoring people that have helped you achieve part of those goals. There might be a sense of ego that is coming in here. Now, but here's the thing, it may not, that ego feeling that I'm getting may not have affected other people, but it may have affected you, either in some sort of way that you're holding yourself back, or you're pushing yourself ahead by not looking at things as they truly are. And again, we come back to that blindfold and that Four of Cups energy. I feel like there's a lot of not really seeing things as they are, but maybe for how it is that you want to see them to some degree. And I feel like this week, so you may have already gone through that, and this week coming ahead might be like the clearing up of all of that energy, where you're really starting to open up and allow yourself to see truth behind situations. And this can include yourself, or it very well could be that it's coming in this week. And what I'm getting here is it feels like some sort of like that Three of Pentacles energy, where you're really, it can be collaborating with other people, but I feel like for some of you, you may need to do an actual ego check. Okay, so if there's a collaboration with somebody, within your job or career. Now, this can also be reversed. Okay, so there might be somebody that has these aspects, that ego. Maybe you're trying to collaborate, but somebody's ego keeps getting in the way. That can be very true too. So again, take this as it resonates, okay? I'm not trying to be mean towards anybody. I'm literally just reading the cards as I see them and the energy that I'm feeling. But this is what I'm getting. I feel like it's time to, there's some sort of accomplishment that's trying to be achieved here. And now, again, this could be within goals, relationships, career, whatever it is. I do feel like some sort of collaboration is trying to come through, but somebody may need to check their ego or really take a look as how they're playing well with others. Okay? And again, this could be you, it could be them. But I am feeling that through this process of recognizing who it is, and it could even be the both of you, to be honest, or two people or two different, or it could be like a group of people is what I'm saying. Sometimes we just need to, excuse me, I have to cough. sometimes we just need to take a look, and once we recognize our own ego or our own or somebody else's ego, and we understand what is going on, it allows us to then work collectively in order to achieve what it is that we're trying to achieve. Okay, I also feel there's some sort of lesson in here for you, Taurus. Like, I feel like there may be a lesson of some sort that is going to complete a cycle for you in order to move forward in an absolutely beautiful and more positive way. And I feel like that sense of completion, that success, that ultimate goal of feeling like you've accomplished what it is that you're trying to accomplish. We've got that King of Pentacles coming through, the Ten of Pentacles, and that Page of Pentacles. I mean, my gosh, you know, when it comes to money and finances, I feel like you know, this is where you want to be, and this is who you can be. And some of you may already be there. You might already be feeling this, you know, King of Pentacles, who is like, he's done a lot of work in order to achieve what it is that he's trying to achieve. And now he can sit on his throne and he can look on the kingdom with a sense of accomplishment. He can look on his own kingdom, that 10 of, you know, he's succeeded. He's succeeded. He's got that, you know, he's got basically everything that it is that he wants. He's got that sense of freedom, that sense of confidence. He's got that security, financial, emotional security. He's got it all, but it did take some work, okay? And in that process of reaching this goal, he also had to recognize that you have to sometimes work as a collaboration with other people, or even within yourself and within your own ego, okay? And sometimes it's that releasing of that ego on some level which helps you achieve this King of Pentacles, this 10 of Pentacles level of success, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying you're realizing it this week. You're starting to realize that feeling, that new energy of realizing it this week is going to be coming through. So that's what I get for you there. So we're going to do some clarifying cards in regards to each of these. So we're going to clarify relationships. I feel like this is going to, I feel like this is an aha week. Okay, Taurus, like, you know, again, please don't hold it against me, but I do. I feel like this is going to be one of those weeks where you go, dang, okay. But it's going to be a good one, like a good dang, where you go, oh, I see what I need to do. I get what she's talking about. I know what I need to release. I know the way that I need to now look at things instead of hanging on to the old way of looking at something, okay? So we're going to clarify, yeah, the Lovers. Like, I feel like somebody's coming through here. But again, that Five of Swords energy, I feel like you need to look at yourself in a true light. That's what I keep getting. Are you holding back? Are you holding back for some reason? Are you holding back because you think that you're not, you know, that you're not worthy, or that somebody else isn't worthy? Because this Five of Swords, you know, energy is like a, right? Got it already here too. You know, this is somebody who might win at any cost. And in the process of winning at any cost, sometimes we end up losing, right? So, you know, how are you looking at yourself? Take off those blinders. Take a realistic view as to yourself or your partner. And again, this could be relationships around you. It doesn't need to be, you know, romantic relationships. But look at this. I feel once you take those blinders off and allow that energy to come through, that strength. Like, it does take a lot of strength to look at ourselves in a different aspect than we've always looked at ourselves, right? It takes a lot of strength to do so. But once you take those blinders off, look at that Eight of Wands energy is just flying right at you. And some people say that is the arrows of love. So how do you like that? Because then we've got the Lovers, right? I feel like And again, this if you're in a committed relationship already, maybe, especially if there's been issues within the relationship, maybe it's time for you or somebody else to take off those blinders, to remove themselves from that Five of Swords energy, and allow those arrows of Cupid to come through. And same if you're single, if you're seeking a relationship, we know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Look at it in a different perspective. Really look and go, okay, what is it that I might be doing that is not bringing this relationship to me? Once you discover it, once you allow it to come through, remove that ego, that sense of ego, whether, and again, ego doesn't always need to be bad, but it might be just a different perspective of the way you need to look at things. I feel relationships will suddenly change around you. Okay, so getting some clarification for career goals, aspirations, inspirations. I feel like it's like, aha, this is the aha week. And I love it. Yep, transitions, that Death card. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Here's the thing, Taurus, is that when we hang on to our own ego, when we hang on to an idea that is not in collaboration, possibly with the universe or even within ourselves, because we've got this collaboration card, when we repeat those cycles, it becomes a burden. And that's what that Ten of Wands talks about. It can be a burden. It feels like a lot of responsibility. It almost feels like you're putting responsibility on yourself that isn't necessary, or perhaps on other people that isn't necessary, but it does feel like an overwhelming. It's like your shoulders feel heavy. You feel like you're not moving forward. It just feels heavy, and you can't accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. You can't climb a hill while you're carrying a bunch of baggage, right? That transition card is coming through with that Ace of Cups. This is showing like your cup overfilling with love. Like just, this is about a sense of loving not only who you are, but allowing yourself to really love other people for who they are, for looking at them in a new perspective. This transition, this Death card, it's like you're allowing old things to drop away. And I feel like for some of you, it does have to do with this ego. Okay? Or this sense of needing to win, or this sense of not listening to your inner self. However you want to take it, that's, take it as it resonates with you. But what it is saying here is, by allowing just that one little change, I feel, that one little change, and looking at things in a different perspective, that Ace of Cups is coming through. That Lover's card is coming through. And again, it can be an existing relationship. It can be a new relationship, whatever it is that you're seeking. But I do feel that it's, or again, goals or aspirations, okay? I just feel like this new sense of going, aha, I know what to do now. I know where it is that I'm being led. I'm being led, because I feel like all of this is coming through for a reason. Like you have been guided, okay, to do so. So that Ace of more Pentacles, look at that. The Magician. Oh my God. You can't make this up. You got that King and Queen. First of all, this is this is like, I always look at the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords as like the power couple. When I look at these two, they're already settled and they are accomplished, and they don't need to be a power couple. They are the power couple. Like they are that contented, happy couple with, that freedom with each other, that love, that sense of balance. Like these two got it together, and this is what I'm getting. This is so funny. Like how many more Pentacles could we get? I mean, this is amazing. Grounded, having that, what you're trying to manifest, be created. So whether it is relationship, okay, that King and Queen of Pentacles coming through, because I do feel a very strong, and not only that, but this is Earth sign. I mean, how much more could we be saying? Just allow a little bit of loss of something that you're hanging on to. Don't be scared. Sometimes we hang on to our ego because of fear. Plain and simple. It's fear. Okay? Maybe we're fearful of what it is that we could achieve, and so we allow all this other nonsense to come in. Okay? But what I'm getting here is, that Lover's card coming through. That Lover's card, that's, where the heck did I put it? But the Lover's card coming through, that sense of security, this contentment, this setting, being set for life. Like this is the ultimate security for you. You couldn't ask for any more, and it's asking you to allow. Look at that Magician coming through. Allow yourself to manifest what it is that you're trying to create and what it is that you desire, because it is coming through. There might just be a little bit of things that you need to move aside. Really take a look. Take off those blinders that we had and really start taking a look into what it is that you want. What you truly want, not what you feel like you have to do, because I'm also getting here with this Ten of Wands energy. Some of you might be feeling, I have to do this. Taurus can be very like mankind. I have to do this for mankind. I have to do this for the sake of the earth. I have to do this for other people. I have to take on this burdensome sense of responsibility, to make others happy. No, you don't. Plain and simple. Take off the blinders. That ego could also be a sense of like heroism. You don't need to be the hero for everyone. What you need to do is remove that ego and really manifest what it is that you are desiring in your life, because all of that other stuff can become a burden. Okay? And when you're trying to create for yourself and manifest the things that it is that you desire and the things that you want into your life, as long as you're doing it in a way that is not hurting others, okay, where you're trying to keep your ego out of it, this is how we set that sense of security, and ultimately how we can change things for others around us in the world. Okay, that's how we become that grounded, that Ace of Pentacles, where we are creating and manifesting our desires. And in the process of creating and manifesting our desires, we are also creating and sometimes manifesting for others by releasing that sense of control or that sense of ego, removing the blindfold and seeing things as they truly are. So I feel like you're going to understand that more throughout this week, I feel. But again, it's just a matter of allowing it to go through, because I feel you are in that King of Pentacles energy. You're about to manifest whatever it is that is going to bring you that security for the future. So now we're going to look into a messages from the universe. This could be a confirmation card. This may be a message from your spirit, angel guides. It could be from your higher self. It could be just something that the universe wants you to focus on throughout the next week, okay? Okay. Let's take a look here. Funny, I actually feel like this one right away. Choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So, yeah, we really couldn't get a better card than that, because it does understand. accept responsibility for the things, like, again, for you, maybe your own ego, or maybe looking at things, in a place of that may have felt burden, you know what I'm trying to say. Look at things in a different, like, take responsibility for your actions and your choices, okay? Because I really feel that and follow your own your own intuition, and follow your own inner self, your own heart, your core, all of that thing. I feel like what is happening here is you are about to be risen up to a whole new level. But you have to move aside your ego in order for these doors to open. Okay? You have to look at things without the blindfolds on. And that includes yourself, it includes other people, it includes what it is that, even what you're trying to achieve. As soon as you remove that blindfold, all of these doors start to open, and you can really start making some choices that are going to manifest for your better future. This is what I feel. I feel like this week is going to be super powerful. I feel like I said, it's going to be that aha moment that just like, oh my goodness, I know exactly what it is that I want to do and what it is that I'm trying to achieve. So I truly hope that this has helped. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and take care.